fine. He's taking in a lot. Waking up for 50,000.
Living Prothean.
Prothean expert.
That's correct, Admiral.
Achievement
But
unlocked.
he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists barely understand what they need to do here. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Hack it out.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way.
Automatically go there. Oh man, he's in the cargo hold?
What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Who's...
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
That's the narrator guy. He reads the codex stuff. That was his voice.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
We can trust him.
At
Baby.
ease. I don't think our guest will be a problem.
All smoky in here.
Will he?
That depends on you. I can sense fear in you, anxiety and distress. The Reapers are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
All life provides clues for those who can read them. It is in your cells, your DNA. Experience is a biological marker.
Then what exactly did I experience back on Eden Prime? That was a hell of a flashback.
The battle left its own mark on me. I communicated this to you. It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Bacon.
Yes. Which... You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers, human?
Hold
It's
on.
Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the device. We're going to build it.
Device?
The
Does it know?
weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
He doesn't know.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst?
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist. Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
Ooh. That's pretty extreme, sir.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dried.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
Stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters. This silence is your answer.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the device?
No, it contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Here it comes.
Uh-oh.
I've written over a dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
I want to know all the things. Alright, so I thought that we would cliffhanger, like, getting ready to go talk to him, but apparently the game just throws you right into it, so I guess we're not cliffhangering on this. Cliffhangering? Yes, cliffhangering. This is crazy. We have a Prothean here. They've been extinct for 50,000 years. They know so much about the Reapers, the mass relays, collectors, all about that stuff. There's so much lore in this guy right here. And he's going to add so much lore to the adventure that we go on from here on out. And this is why so many people were upset that this From Ashes DLC, this companion, you had to pay extra for it, and he was not included in the base game. That's what all the frustration and anger was for, is because they literally cut out an important piece of lore, and you had to buy it separately. So that's why a lot of people were mad. Well, before we ask him about the Prothean device and stuff, I guess we'll go with the Prothean device, I guess.
Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
Your sensory ability.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
Explains the beacons.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
What do you feel about this room?
So could you read something about this room?
Cargo hold, mind you, is where we are.
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
Grunt.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
Okay, so when they said cargo hold, I thought it was completely different. It is the same room that Grunt was in. It's just that it looks totally different than how it did in the previous game. Oh my goodness. Prothean device, your sensory ability. Prothean civilization.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered, what sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
God. And we got to take a moment here to talk a little bit about how big this is for Liara. Liara has been studying the Protheans for 50 years, studying all about the culture and everything that happened to them, and here is a living Prothean in front of her eyes. She's got to be so overjoyed with all of this stuff. Crazy.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
You mean slavery?
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished, and if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so severe.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time, the Metacon War, we were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
So they fought against machines as well. They weren't Geth and they weren't Reapers. Curious to see what sort of other machine species or whatever they had to fight. That's pretty interesting. Your mission.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive into this cycle?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion.
Oh, man.
But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
So those that were indoctrinated then became what we know as the Collectors. I think. What if it had worked?
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when the Reapers attacked, we ceased all study. We hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you. I think.
I really love that jacket on Shepard, man. That looks so good. Alright, last one. Prothean War with Reapers.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Please tell me I can find more memory shards throughout the galaxy. Please tell me I can do that. We met Vigil on Ilos.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Yes, Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No, but they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
Well, you're gonna be coming with us to the Citadel. That's for sure. How did you fight the Reapers?
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Last question, why did you lose?
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
I'm happy to say our cycle is different. Most races cooperate, but they still remain unique.
Then it may be your only hope.
Okay, there's nothing else to ask him right now. So I guess we'll leave you to it? Or leave you and Liara alone?
Thank you for talking with me.
No.
I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
Larians?
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved.
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies. Commander, you may count on me. I am known as Javik.
Then
Javik.
welcome aboard the Normandy, Javik.
Javik. Slam unlocked, available in medbay. Particle rifle. Nice. So, we can come back down here and talk with them. Why do you have water in these things? I don't know. No, Mr. Prothean, speak some more. We'll talk to him some more for sure. But I think for right now, we're good. I don't think... Is there anything else that's happening here? I don't think so. I don't think so. So... Yeah, that was one of the reasons why I wanted to do From Ashes pretty early on. Was so that way we could get Javik and have him on our have him on our squad so we can use him, and that way when we go through the rest of the different areas and missions and stuff, we'll take him. I'm sure we're probably going to be using him quite a bit, just to kind of see what he says about things and, you know, all that stuff. Gonna give us some good information, I'm sure. Why does it have to be Friday today? I know, man. I know. I probably shouldn't say this, but I was thinking about streaming on Sunday. I just don't know if I'm gonna have the time to do so. It's very hard for me to try and stream on the weekends because Saturday I work. Sunday is the only day that I have off. So it's kind of like I do stuff with the family during that time. I rarely sit at my computer and play games and stuff like that. And not to mention, you know, I go Monday through Friday, usually streaming and then editing the stream up for YouTube. So I put in a lot of work during the week. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Probably won't happen, but if it does, it'll probably be, you know, I don't know, sometime in the afternoon for me. But with that being said, friends, we've been streaming for 4 hours and 42 minutes. It's already 5 p.m. here, so I think with this, we're going to go ahead and end it right here for today. Next time we stream in is probably Monday at noon Pacific. If something does happen on Sunday, probably only be like a couple hours or so, but that's a big if. I wouldn't, say it's going to happen, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, pretty good session. Pretty good session today. We did the Palavin stuff, which was pretty cool. We got Garrus back to join the Normandy, and we did some more stuff around the Normandy and all that. Edie got a body, so now we can take her into battle, which is pretty cool. A lot of fun stuff ahead. And then we did From Ashes DLC, so that way we could get Javik here pretty early on, so we have him through the remainder of the game, pretty much the rest of the game, because we're still early on in this game. And then we have a whole bunch of other side missions to do, as well as some other DLCs that we'll be doing a little bit later. So I'm pretty excited to see where this goes. I cannot wait to play more Mass Effect 3 again. So we'll see when that's going to happen, probably Monday, but who knows. So until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun. I can't wait to take him on adventures and see sort of what he knows knowledge-wise about things, so it's going to be fun. So, guys, have yourself a great weekend and a great rest of the day. And we'll see you next time for more Mass Effect 3. We'll see you then.